again, all. We had so much fun yesterday. We're doing it again. So say hi, SaucySoviet.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing today?
So we were going to do one tomorrow, but we've moved it to today. So I'd say one of us is a glutton for punishment, but we went one all yesterday, so we're both gluttons for punishment, I suppose. Anyway, good luck. Have fun. I will
Likewise, thank you.
join as well. And remember not to talk about what's in your hand. You did very well yesterday, but it pays to reiterate. Right, so I'm
It's a bit
USA.
like on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when the host just keeps reminding you of like how much money you're going to lose and how many lifelines you have. Like it's really obvious, but it's good to have it reiterated.
Have to
sometimes,
reiterate time and time again. Yeah, right. So you're
Okay, so
the
I
USSR,
don't
which is relevant.
see any reason to do anything crazy, so I'm just going to go with the standard setup like that.
Standard and sensible.
So,
That's you.
so they were two like steamroller games yesterday, right? I mean, you defconned me in turn 4, I think, in the first one, and then the second one, I just sort of steamed ahead with a combination of, I think, good dice and
it was a good day to be American. So, yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Ooh, let's see. I think that I am going to do this. And then I've got 2 more influence. So they go there and there.
What are you watching in the background? I can hear something.
That is dear Mrs. C watching all of the back episodes of House are available on 4 on demand now. So she's starting on season 1 and mainlining it. Big thumbs up, big thumbs up. I've like dipped in and out of House. I've never really watched a ton of it, but it's entertaining. I think what I like about it is it's kind of like a murder mystery, but someone's not been murdered, someone's dying, and it's like, what is the thing trying to kill them? So in a way, it's like the trope of the murder mystery, but done differently. So the same reason I quite liked Columbo as a police procedural, because all the other ones were whodunits, whereas Columbo's like, oh, we know who's done it. We just need to work out how Columbo's going to work it out.
Sort of similar with Breaking Bad, right? Which is one of my favorite series of all time. I mean, I must have watched that 5 or 6 times all the way through, and every time I spot something that I didn't see the time before. But I sort of wish I hadn't watched it, because now every time I start with something new, I think, yeah, that was good, but it wasn't quite Breaking Bad.
I've only ever watched it the once. Far too depressing to watch with Mrs. C. So, nice. Oh, that's a sneaky little dump by you. Yeah. And bagged your VP
probably
as well.
Guess that I haven't got a certain. You can probably guess that I haven't got a certain plan that lasts for 5 years.
Indeed, not a bit. Not a bit. What am I going to do now then? That's the question. I think I am going to pop 1 in there and 1 in there, so that you can't easily waltz back towards France. So I only watched it on my own because I knew it'd be too depressing to watch Miss C. So I used to sneak. I obviously downloaded it all. This is like early to mid 2010s. Yeah, late 2000s, early 2010s. And I would watch like 1 or 2 episodes every Saturday, Sunday morning. I'd get up before she did and sneak in a few episodes. Or like if I was traveling on a long train journey, I'd watch loads of episodes on my like video playing device, because this was pre-smartphone, maybe, or maybe I'd got my first smartphone by then. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I've never rewatched it. So the one that hits now that everyone says I should is The Sopranos. Like every time I see a clip, people are like, "Oh man, it'd be amazing if I got to watch The Sopranos for the first time again." And I'm like, I've not even seen it once.
Well, that was one. I mean, that came out in the 90s, I think, or the early 2000s. If I'm not mistaken,
for sure.
But it became big like years afterwards, right? Because there was some kind of revival, or I'm not too sure how that exactly panned out, but it does look good from what I've seen. I've not watched it either, but it does look good from the sort of YouTube shorts that I've seen.
Yep. So that.
Oh, NASA not pulling the fingers out.
Not
brutal.
Getting off. Oh, you've got Aegis going so. I was like, nah, you can't have both. Wow. Russia's off to a flying start again. So
I thought I'd given it away through the Afghanistan takeover.
No, that was pretty neat. I thought maybe you're just trying to sneak into Pakistan, because I'm like, DEFCON's 5, so you got me. I was also trying to get that space square, which I didn't even get. So, robbed. All right, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to overprotect.
There's no threat of the gulag for NASA workers, so they can sort of cock up as many times as they want.
They can, I know. It's an outrage. Rivals, right? I mean, there's Gitmo now, I guess, but there wasn't in the early 1940s, 50s. So
no.
Yeah. So
And what year does this game actually start? Is it 1945 or is it like early 50s?
I think so, because the Marshall Plan was post-war Reconstruction, wasn't it? So
that was late 40s, right?
Yeah,
That was sort of,
and socialist governments, obviously,
mm.
it was the Labour government after the Second World War. So
True, Clement Attlee. Yeah, that's right.
yes. So there you go. So yes, we're currently in what 1945 to 1953-ish, I guess.
53-ish, yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, the last president is Truman, right? And I think was it Eisenhower?
48?
If memory serves.
Dewey
He took
defeats
over after
Truman, wasn't
Roosevelt
it?
died.
Okay.
So Roosevelt died in April of 45. Then Truman took over because he was vice president.
Got
and
it.
Then I think
And then he won his election.
Eisenhower. Yeah, so Eisenhower,
Cool.
I think, took over after
Let's
him
get
in
busy.
52, 53, something like that.
All right. Ooh. Okay. There's that. So what's next? That's pretty good. I want to. Let's see. I am going to pop a sneaky one into Iraq.
Speak of the devil, there he is.
Yeah. We didn't really get to start talking about alcohol-free beer yesterday. You mentioned you were drinking Guinness Zero and you're an alcohol-free beer fan. Do you drink other alcohol-free beers? And if so, are there any you prefer or don't prefer?
Well, when I'm in the UK, yeah, good question. When I'm in the UK, I normally opt for Guinness Zero because, like I said yesterday, it's sort of 98% the drink that I sort of dearly love and miss since going sober for about 3 years now.
Yep.
When I'm over there in Europe, obviously in the German-speaking world, they have the Weizbier, so wheat beer.
Yep.
And there is a really nice alcohol-free version of that again tastes very similar.
Yes.
So that's sort of my go-to beer. If
Yeah.
I go out now, I mean, there's a local Irish pub in Innsbruck. Shout out to the Galway Bay if anyone's watching from there. Which is, it's sort of like where the English-speaking expat community hangs out, and they serve that in there. But if I go out to watch a football match or whatever, then that will be my go-to drink, or just a soda citron or something like that. Yeah.
Neat.
No, it's probably one of the best things I've done for myself in terms of physical and mental well-being, and financial as well.
It's a good one. People dig it. Oh, that's rough. I have to use my last turn to put influence into Iran to make sure it's not presenceless for the headline phase. Ooh, DEFCON 5 at the beginning of turn 2. Peace in our time. So yeah, I am a big fan of, when it comes to German alcohol-free beers, both Franziskaner and Erdinger alcohol-frees.
Yes.
I like both of those. They are delicious. There's some good ones around here. So I'm near Cambridge, and there is a place called Bungay in Suffolk, and they do one there called St. Peter's, and they do a bunch of alcohol-free versions that are really good. They do a really good pale ale and a really good golden beer, both of which are stunning. Right, what are you likely to headline? You've got loads of options, loads and loads and loads of options. So I'm just going to do the decent thing and say no to whatever it is you're going to do, because that's really easy and straightforward.
What I was expecting, which is why.
Okay, which you did. You did something fairly bland, very wise.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you're in Innsbruck. That was another question I was going to follow up with. Whereabouts in Austria? So asked and answered.
So that's in the Tyrol area. Have you been before? Or?
I have not. For my sins, I've never been to Austria once.
No. Thoroughly recommend it. If you're a fan of mountains and snow and bureaucrats,
I'm into those things for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like a sort of +1 version of the UK, I'd say. I mean, I do miss the UK dearly sometimes. I think there are some great things about the UK. But it's like someone took sort of the British mentality. I mean, they have a very similar sense of humour to us.
Oh, good.
Interestingly,
dry, bit of sarcasm.
Very dry.
Very good.
Yeah, dry, sarcastic.
Love it.
Not like the Germans, where like German humour is more observational, I'd say.
Good. I'm into observational comedy.
So it's like someone sort of took the UK mentality and made it a bit cleaner and slightly less expensive. I say slightly because by Euro standards, it is still quite expensive. But I mean, like every time I come back to the UK, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted at the cost of living, house prices, the weekly shop.
For sure.
And
all those things.
Seems to be something only like unique to this country for some strange reason. So
How about the geography? Is it like they've turned the dial up on the UK? Or is the geography markedly different?
In what terms do you mean? Like, as in
In the
the
area you're
landscape,
in,
or?
yeah, the landscape for sure. Like, because you're in
Yeah,
Derbyshire, right?
it's
So some amount of peaks are things you're familiar with,
mhm. Yeah.
but everything's
Well, I
a bit
mean, there's
peakier.
Derbyshire mountain peaks, and then there are like actual mountains,
Yeah,
that you can ski and get
nice.
drunk on. So,
Yep.
no, it's still, I mean, it's a huge difference where that's concerned. But what I love about the Austrians is that they massively appreciate it as well, and they make the most of it from the cradle, basically.
Awesome.
Um, I mean, it's mandatory over there to or for like primary schools to offer skiing lessons
Oh, nice.
as part of the curriculum. You know how we had to do those like shitty swimming lessons when we were
Yeah,
in school.
getting the old rubber brick
Um,
off the floor of the swimming pool in
yeah,
your
yeah.
pajamas.
Just
Yeah. Oh
hate
boy.
that with a passion. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna give you this to get it out of the way while I still can.
That's kind of you.
I've got a feeling I know what
Ooh.
you're gonna do with it,
Oh,
but I'm hoping you're
blockade
gonna do something else with it,
decal.
which will help me do something else without
Indeed. And
also,
US
I mean, very, very
Japan.
technical and not
That
revealing
was
too much.
fantastically technical. Well done.
Mhm.
I am going to. I'm gonna keep DEFCON at 5. I'm gonna make you
Blast.
blink first. But you got
Seems to be
CI
my
out again,
plan.
which is good. There'll be no repeat of
Mhm.
yesterday.
Learning from past mistakes, I think.
Yes, indeed.
Gonna protect Thailand, I think.
Very nice, very nice. So we're on AR4.
There's an
4.
argument maybe for moving into India
Yeah,
because of
that's
the
true.
Indo-Pakistani War.
Although that went last turn, so you're okay for now.
Did it? Oh, sorry.
It did. I
It's been a
evented
long
it
day.
on India to get some Millops, and
Of course you
I
did. Yeah, you got your Millops through it, didn't you?
yep,
Sorry,
and I
ignore that.
failed.
Can we cut that bit out?
Absolutely not. If I get to own all my errors, you can do the same. What do I want to do here? I think what I want to do is I'm going to UN intervention NASA rather than event it.
Ooh.
That's right. I'm going to make you get Egypt the hard way, is what I'm going to do.
That makes sense.
We had yet another rehash of a sort of Christmas dinner this evening. We made way too much stuffing last week. So we had like cold ham and turkey with stuffing and red cabbage and some
Ooh.
leftover roast potatoes. So I like, I like, there are probably people out there who treat this game like athletes treat their preparation for big match events, but I've got a belly full of starch and my brain is not really on anyway, but whatever. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying I've eaten really well today.
Good man. I think the stuffing. I mean, the concept of Christmas dinner and everything on it is a gift from God, I think. But the best thing of all the best things on there has got to be the stuffing, right? If it's done right.
Yeah, well,
I could eat it in a tray load.
we're not massive brand junkies, but Mrs. C insists on Paxo as a like. If she wants stuffing, it's got to be Paxo. Can't just buy like the ready supermarket equivalent. And I'm like, that's if that's the most lavish demand she makes of me, I'm doing all right.
I think you're doing pretty well for yourself there.
Exactly. Yeah, no complaints. All right. So we have got you're taking Korea because you've given Japan, which is very nice of you, and you're also taking Egypt. So I am going to.
I'm in a sort of very rare situation here where I don't want to use decol in the early war
No,
because of the coup risk, But
indeed. Well,
ooh,
Middle East
there we
hasn't
go.
scored, so I'm hitting Egypt.
Ooh. Oh, he slapped me in the face. Okay.
Mmm.
Right.
Dilemmas.
I've got a coup though, right? I can't give you
4 Millops.
4
That's a
VPs.
lot of
No,
Millops.
but I can only you've only got one card though.
Exactly. So you can
Do I
blockade me and
risk
I
it
do
or
nothing else, but that will cost you 4 VP.
4 points? Yeah.
Or you can just let me have an AR6. Choices, choices. Oh.
Have we seen? We've seen Suez, right? And we've
You
not
use
seen de
Suez
Gaulle.
AR1 this turn. You've
Okay,
not
so you
seen
could
de Gaulle,
potentially
for
have de
sure.
Gaulle in your hand.
Yep. De Gaulle,
So
Comic Con, D-Style are the 3 red,
D start.
3 op
There are
cards.
many Yeah, there's also like America, like Duck and Cover,
For sure.
isn't there? The
No, Duck and Cover's
5-year
gone.
plan we've not seen.
East Europe, 5
And I
year,
got
and NORAD are the unseen ones.
the unseen ones. So, given the statistic
That's right.
unlikeliness,
I
of
definitely
that,
hold a 3-op card.
it's unlike-
You know that much.
yeah,
In fact, the only
yeah.
two, the Cambridge 5 and Fidel and Middle East Scoring are the
Ooh,
only 3 cards that aren't. Oh, you got a big coup.
yeah.
Ah, not bad, not bad. All right, in which case I have to go, and I'm going to be risk averse and event it just so it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass.
Because I still have ways of digging at Europe, right? So
Indeed, so
I don't think that's worth sacrificing 4 points for. I'm still giving you 2, but I sort of want to capitalize on that, on those 2 big gains I made in the early war.
So,
so you know I've got decall, which is
absolutely.
no.
I know
Okay,
you've used blockade.
Texas.
I've used a goal. So you know I have Middle East Scoring. You know I
Yeah,
have 5-year
and
plan, decall,
5-year plan,
and East Europe unrest.
D-Style and East Europe. Yeah, I've got decals.
Those are the 3 you know I have.
Yeah.
So I know you've got Comic-Con, Fidel, and Cambridge 5. And NORAD, right? Yeah, NORAD.
And NORAD, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have NORAD. Yeah, cool. So yeah, you've got decall, Cambridge 5, Comic-Con, Fidel, NORAD. I've got D-Style, East European Arrest, 5-year plan, and Middle East Scoring. And the other cards you don't know I have are all these ones that I'm not going to read out, because I'm not that polite.
Damn you.
I know, give me free information, because, you know, the scoreline's definitely not good enough yet.
You're pretty much guaranteed to headline the Middle East, right? I'd imagine.
With NASA... Well, no, NASA can come back in the reshuffle, so there is a risk to Middle East Scoring.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't. You've got decall, not D-Style. So NASA is the only way you can level up the Middle East, and you'd have to get it back in the reshuffle. So
yeah.
But then I have to headline it as well. So there's all those things.
I've just got a couple of options. I'm trying to.
You do. What you don't have is the option to play D-Style. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I've got 3 actually. One sort of slightly more risk averse. The other, I'm gonna go with this.
Excellent.
Yeah, do it.
Very nice. No complaints there. But I did bag the 3 VP, which is nice.
Okay. Don't like doing this, but I'm going to have to in the interests of momentum and saving ops and denying you VP.
Ooh, very nice.
I mean, Europe domination for me is a ways down the road, right? If I even get that far because of your play of Marshall, but and obviously Truman is still lurking out there because you played it for ops, not the event. So
I'm going to upset you.
Two can play that game.
That's right. We're just going to be consistently rude to one another. Comic-Con.
You will not have France.
I think in the long run I will get France. So I'm going to keep chipping away. So let's see, you've got 2 unknown cards.
I will make sure you do not have it. Join the Soviet Union. Again, this is another one of those scenarios where I think, like, had this actually happened in real life, it just like,
yeah, like a proxy war in France.
Yeah. Nope, I'm not having that.
That is not happening. This is fun though. We both love cheese. We both love cheese.
I'm running away from Germans. Bit risky, but although it was quite close to turning communist at one point, right?
It was. Yeah, that's true. Very true. I think I'm slightly more ops rich than you.
Ever so slightly. Gonna take a risk. Risk it for a biscuit.
Risk taking is fun. It's a controlled environment. Big overprotect, very smart.
I'm assuming, given how aggressive your play was, that you might have Truman in your hand. So I'm not happy about playing NORAD at all, but
Yeah, it's a
Canada's
bold
not a
gambit.
priority for you, and we're still at, and like we haven't gone lower than DEFCON 3, right? If memory serves. So
We've been a very
no.
peaceful bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that and that. That seems fun.
I may come to regret that though.
You may. We will find out. But it's been a very fun early war. It's been again a bit bonkers compared to your normal game,
Mm-hmm.
but that's fun. We're not here
Bit
to
unconventional.
be doing boring standard lines.
We're certainly not here to be doing lines, no. Right then.
Yeah, Twilight Struggle would be a very different game if that was the case.
Yeah.
I feel like the target market overlap is pretty slim.
It's really, yeah. Because the problem now is I sort of want a coup, but I don't really have a card that I can or want to do it with.
That's right. You have one card that I don't
of,
know, and the rest are known to me.
I'm going to have to sacrifice the points, unfortunately.
Interesting.
That is if you coup. I don't know, you might
That
be
is.
in the same... I haven't been counting your cards, so you might be in the same position. I don't know.
Fidel is good. Everyone likes Fidel. I mean, especially Russia. I will finish with a coup, and I'm going to hit Thailand. Hey, that's pretty exciting.
Ouch. Okay.
That's right. Big ouch.
And you've now got China, so... But then, right, what we got here? Ooh,
yeah, lots of new cards. We've made it to mid-war.
Very...
I should plug in this before I make any rash decisions. There's that. And
definitely doing that.
That. And that. And that. And I've got that. And that? Yeah. What am I missing? That one and that one.
That one?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, good. Right, okay. And you invented Fidel, so that's not in your hand. I don't have that card in my hand. That's... what did I miss? Is it that one? Oh, yeah. Ta-da, right. And DEFCON is 4. We're still very peaceful for now.
Mm-hmm.
So what do
There's
we
only
like?
slight tension.
Yeah, no, it's not ramped up massively. Let us do this. Ooh, snazzy.
Ooh.
So I definitely want one in India and one in Chile, because both of those are deeply uncouable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reckon...
taking my plans and
Libya for the
unleashed
third.
a nice big steaming dump on them.
Well, you know, Decol is a pretty good counter dump. It's a little more
Very
geographically restricted, but it's still pretty solid. Oh.
Right, I wanted that one, that one, that one. I sound like that guy from Little Britain.
Yep, that's right. It's good to have a theme. And plus your impression's better than mine. So there's that too.
I think that was one of the sketches that maybe would still be acceptable in 2025, nearly 2026.
There's not a lot of sketches in that show that are viable, but that one is definitely right. Oh, Africa, off the bat. Boy,
all
howdy.
for good reason. All for good reason, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I think the odd sketch in that was I found my problem with that show was like the sketches I genuinely found funny were the ones that didn't stay famous, if that made sense, or like the show's not well known for.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Whereas like a lot of the more well known ones are quite offensive by today's standards. But
yeah, it's weird because you wouldn't think on the surface
so
Little Britain would have aged better, but it did. Well, that's a juicy brush war.
No.
Good hit, good hit. Nicely done.
I wanted to sort of like make you waste the China card a little bit before hitting you, but
yeah, that did the job nicely. No arguments. Right, what do I like here? I think I like this and this while DEFCON is 4. but it's looking nice and red.
If nearly 10 years of playing this game has taught me one thing, it's that, like Monopoly, this game can be a very cruel mistress, and it can be turned on its head quite quickly.
It can indeed.
What do I want to do then? Because, I mean, bar South Korea, and the war hasn't been played yet and is still out and about somewhere, there isn't really anything that's NORADable, if that's even an adjective.
Yep, indeed.
But I also don't want to give you the last coup.
Exactly.
Right? So,
it's a game of chicken.
What am I to do? I'm genuinely stumped.
Well, you've got all the time in the world, so don't
How are we
be
doing in
hasty.
Europe, right? So you've got 4 to my 3.
Yeah, but I also have lots of influence in the 2 influence battlegrounds, so it won't take long for me to deny domination in Europe.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to be overly cautious with Pakistan and put 1 there. I mean, Nigeria is pointless, right? Because we've already
scored it.
I suppose
That's
it gives
right.
you
points in battlegrounds is good, but scored regions are scored regions.
Let's just do this for the hell of it. Protect Cuba a little bit.
Oh boy, Russia using OPEC for ops. That's always a little depressing. What are we gonna do now?
It's only worth 1 point to me though, so
let's see, unscored regions, so you're dominating here. So let's do that for now. If you want to coup non-battlegrounds, I'm gonna let you do that because that feels like a waste of time. But there's other things to be done. But if you've got nothing else to do at the time, feel free.
6 to 6.
Yeah. Ooh.
I just don't want to give you the last coup and then give you the NORAD.
Exactly. NORAD is tricky.
Stuff it, why not? Ooh. My rolls are crazy this game, I'm not going to lie.
That's a big one.
6 on the brush war, 6 on...
Very nice.
When did the last coup
we...
Indonesia?
Yeah.
It's probably around the last time I probably tried to coup Australia. I think the only country in this game that you can't coup, I mean, you can attempt to coup, but like against the UK, all of them would fail, right? Unless you need a 6.
Yeah, a 4-op card.
I've been playing this for so long, and
yeah,
I'm
a 4-op
so
card
used
and
to
a
the
6 would do nothing.
Automated way of doing it that I can't remember exactly how it works. So you need a 4-op card,
and then you need
roll
to roll
a
a 6.
5 or a 6.
Yeah,
right? So
because even then it would do nothing because the stability is 10. Exactly.
Yeah, you need at least 1 above. Yeah. 1 above double the influence stability of that country.
That's right.
Is that
you
right?
double the stability to get the target. Yeah. All right. What am I going to do now? I am going AR4. I'm going to steal the China card off you. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Since you made me waste it, I'm going to take it back and try to do something better with it the second time. What'd you queue with? How I learned. And OPEC's gone as well. And Brush War is gone, of course. That was fun.
Things from what I gather, we both don't have any access cards, right? And we both don't want to give the other one the coup.
Indeed. I mean, I
I'm
had
also a little bit wary of keeping it at 4 though, because should you get ABM at some point, then France becomes very.
It does.
Yeah, then France all of a sudden becomes very realignable.
That's right. Lots going on.
An adjective. Because my only proper target is Panama, right? I mean, Middle East has been scored. Obviously, Libya. There's also an argument for Libya because of OPEC, but I've played that.
Yep. No, Panama's pretty juicy.
I'm just going to be risky this for the time
Pitching
being.
VOA is
well
always
done,
nice.
Roscosmos.
Oh, boo. What do I put? AR5.
No gulag for you.
No, that's right. I'm going to. No, I think I want to hold that. Can I event NASA before Sadat? And I'm going to coup Vietnam. And I clean you out, but don't do more than that. I have 1 millop. I'm on the up and up.
Does that take away my dominate? No, it doesn't.
It does not.
Okay.
You're still in business.
As much as it pains me to do so, I think I'm going to have to coup, right? Because I want to protect France in case you get ABM. I also want to protect. I mean, my two stability Asian countries are very, very overprotected, but still, you've got China. You know, like crazy things can happen there.
They can indeed.
I'm more concerned about France. I might be being overly risk averse here, but
it's nice to have genuine concern
stuff that you
for
only
France.
live once. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, yes, at least someone does.
Okay, that wasn't too bad for me, and it's like an optimal place to put put influence back, I suppose. We're on 8R6.
Point, yeah.
8R6.
I suppose the only benefit of giving you the last coup is that I then get to respond to whatever shenanigans you cause with NORAD, right? I mean, if I do it myself, then you get to place the point and then you do your turn. Whereas if you do it, I can sort of respond to it, you know.
Indeed. I'm going to do that so you cannot.
Ooh.
You can't see what I do with the NORAD op.
Okay. I just like overprotecting the careers here as much as I can.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Brusher on Thailand was impeccably timed because I do have Asia scoring, so you are flying into the lead. It is very poor.
Wow.
What do I want to do here? Ooh. I think that my headline is this card.
So it's America's or bust, basically, for you, right? So...
That's right. I'm going to invest heavily in communist clearing out communists from the Americas. The other way around. Ooh, that's not shabby, especially at this point of the game. Right, let's get rid of a whole boatload of cards. Many of these are very poor. Very, very poor. So I'm going to get rid of just about all of them. It may.
That has got to be one of the strongest cards in the game, right?
I love it. I mean, I really love throwing away Lone Gunman with it, that's specifically.
Bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. Wow. Yep.
No arguments from me.
Wow.
Let's see. And then what?
Okay, so I'm hoping and praying that you. So I'm hoping and praying that you don't have UN, because then I'm just another couple of lucky space rolls away from another win. Come on, big
Big That's not a good sign. Oh yeah, that's a bummer, dude. And I get a NORAD op. Ooh, juicy. Where is
I suppose you've got Alliance as well working in your favor if you manage to. I mean, there's OAS, right? You know, I'm not saying that I don't have it, but
indeed, Alliance Progress may do the job as well. So where do I? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put a TP tap in France. The joy for me is that I did get dealt UN intervention when I pitched Bulgaria, which is very jammy on my part. Very, very jammy. But I'll take jam at this point.
Who doesn't like a bit of jam?
Exactly. So that was Arab Israeli
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And that got pitched. I threw away a lot of cards. I've already forgotten how many. Flower Power, D-Style, Muslim Rev.
Okay, I'm just going to play this while it's still worth a point then.
That's the spirit. Nicely done.
Before you take Mexico. I have no liberation, so before you take Mexico, just take it for what it's worth.
Very neat.
Bland and boring movement. Yeah.
I'm going to take there. Europe scoring hasn't been, so I will also take Portugal.
I could have done with that card.
Don Tootin, but no, not for you.
That makes sense. Okay, before this gets any worse, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, that's
while
never
it's still
going off.
inactive.
Yeah, laughing.
So, are you a fan of Christmas then? Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. The time off is great. The excuse to be a
Mm-hmm.
giant glutton is great. So yeah, I have always worked for the university sector, and they just always shut down at this time of year. So like as long as I have worked, I've basically had from at least the 23rd of December until at least the 2nd of January off every single year for the last
Mm-hmm.
18 years. So yes, no, I very much enjoy this period of vegging out, watching shows like House, and
Mm-hmm.
otherwise chilling out and having a nice time. What on earth do I want to do? Ooh, God, I'm a long way back. Um,
I think if something does rescue you, it's going to be South America, right?
yes,
So
it does. But right,
there's
what I'm
one
going to do? One,
move
two,
I
three,
can.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I'm going to do is I am going to, because I've already used you an intervention. I'm going to grain sales you. That's nice. And then, do I want to event emit? What is in the deck? Blockade, Romania, the Portuguese. There's enough red cards in the deck, and there's Europe scoring, which is currently in your favour. I'm going to event emit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
gonna.
think it warrants a look. If I
Yeah,
were you.
well, I tell you what, I hit pay dirt. I'm going to get rid of all 5 of those.
Oh no.
That's not bad.
Let me guess. Hunter.
No. Alas, no. All red cards and Summit. There you go. You can
I
see
hate
them
Summit.
now.
I think it's my least favorite. It's my
Yeah.
ooh.
Summit's
Yeah, I
boring
get
as
that.
heck.
Ooh.
Yeah, not
Okay,
bad, right?
that has somewhat weakened my position, I would say.
I still think you're doing all right. You two Quagmire blockade.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just going to take that before you can because I have no way of accessing the southern part of the globe in the Americas
Indeed.
or the flat plain, depending on who you ask.
Right. I am going to event culinary guards. Make sure that you cannot get into Asia. There we go. Level up Asia for when it comes around.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to play this hoping you play the China card. Just retake that. And then you place an extra one into France, didn't you? So I'm just going to bulk that up a little bit.
Very nice. All right, so we're on AR5. I'm going big here.
Did you not fancy attacking Africa a bit more?
I did not while Defcon is 2. I'm challenging you to get a good coup here.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not able to challenge that for reasons you will see in a
Oh
few
yeah,
moments.
because NATO's in effect, so that's kind of rough for you. So the good news is for me that was a big gamble, but it's quite a big VP swing, so I was happy to take it.
Relax. The game continues. Okay.
For a little
I am, however,
longer,
glad to get rid
but
of
you're
this
still doing
before
all
any
right.
more.
Oh yes, very good.
Any more
All right.
French shenanigans?
Yep. Let's get rid of Austria. For
So
no
everywhere bar
particular
Europe
reason.
has been scored, right?
Yes, that is correct. Truman and
Okay, I
Formosa
can't
are
do anything with
gone.
this.
It's gone.
France is already protected, right? Poland's protected against John Paul. It's at 6. I just want to unNORADify. I'm creating a lot of new words today.
Yep. You
South
just need
Korea
to get them
against
in the
any
lexicon.
NORAD shenanigans.
Right. I will need coup, and I will coup
Yeah.
Cameroon. It's a shame I have to do it with John Paul, and that I miss as well. Both of those things are sad, but that is life. We're on
Ouch.
DEFCON 3, aren't we? Right. Let's quickly plug my hand into the tracker to make sure I don't make any hasty decisions.
Okie dokie. So I can. No, I can't play that. What are you they're 5 to my 3, so that's not improving anytime soon.
So those are my hand. So I think I like
kind of like
this.
this.
Oh, I was hoping to steal Defcon, but you're
Ooh.
way ahead of me. Nicely done. Hunter was the one I was really not happy to see, so good for you.
So I'm going to prioritize Venezuela over Brazil because of
OPEC
Panama and all that
and Panama,
jazz.
yep, for sure.
OPEC as well, yeah. But the main thing I'm happy about is I get the opportunity to level up South America. One turn too late, I hasten to add.
Yep.
But more importantly, it
Deny a
neutralizes
NORAD.
NORAD because NORAD
Yeah,
is not valid.
exactly. Very nicely done.
Oh my word. That is disgusting. That is disgusting.
Nice work, nice
That
work.
is
Can't complain
absolutely
with that.
filthy.
I am going to. Oh no, I'm going to wait for you to get out of the trap
Yeah,
before I rush to do something.
get rid of that. Please work, please work.
You're out.
Get in. There
Nice
we go.
work. Right.
That was incredibly lucky. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. It's part of the game. Part of the game, and you've played very well. The scoreline reflects it. What do I want to do first now? I think what I want to do first is put you under at least a little bit of pressure in South America.
Mm-hmm.
So well done for prioritizing Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. I do have the ops to counter that, I'm afraid.
I didn't doubt that you did.
I kind of like bulking up. I prioritize Zaire over Angola because obviously we have the South Africa cards that
that
can attack
do the
Angola
work for
anyway.
you.
Whereas,
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going
Have you ever
to.
played this game with the card variants? By the way,
Do you mean the?
ah, you idiot.
Yeah, no, love one small step. Do you mean the promo packs? Is that what they're called? Yeah, I've never used those.
Yeah. So like there's one where Zaire get like halfway through the game gets turned into a 3 stability
Oh
country
yeah, it
instead of a
becomes more
1.
stable. I've heard of it. Yeah, I've never played with those
Uh,
promo cards. I've
um,
done the late war variant, but
yeah.
that still uses optional cards, so it's not fundamentally different.
Now Trump is not going to be happy about this one.
Ooh. I mean, he claims to be
The
pro-religion,
Mexicans,
so
they've become communist.
I think he said they're communist all along, right?
But he's not pro-communist,
Hater.
right?
That's right. Very true. What do I want to do first? I'm going to use the China card to flip Angola. I like that.
You crazy man.
Very crazy. Crazy like a fox.
Mm-hmm. I think you sort of have to take losing at least one African battleground on the chin, though. I hope I'm not talking on my backside when I say that, but it is definitely, without a doubt, the most volatile
Oh
region on the
yeah,
board.
I mean they're one stability for a reason, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
like being the playground for the powers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All those scoring
Yeah.
cards
Mm-hmm.
coming out. All right, so next is I've and I'm going to let's see. I can probably do something about that later on. I'm gonna take Lebanon because that's been like hanging open for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I know Muslim Rev's gone, so it's not a big deal, but still. And then I'm going to put one in Burma because I think at some point Indo-Pakistani War's coming back.
Mm-hmm. I think
There we go.
Lebanon's always worth it for country count reasons, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly. It's a nice thing to
not a
have.
deal breaker, but it's it's not a deal, or it's not game changing, but it's always good to have on your side. Right then. I was going to
4 cards
space this,
left
but
front
seeing
of
as you
me.
beat me to it by getting on the moon first, I'm going to tap this. And then... and just start overprotecting, I think.
Very neat.
Neutralize it now while it's still relatively harmless.
Yeah, make it cheap.
Mm-hmm.
That is not bad. All right, so we are going to use this card, and we're going to go here and pop one in there as well.
How did you meet Mrs. Cardlinger then, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, the usual boring story. Went to the same university. So in my first year at
Right, okay.
university, we were both in the film society together, and the film society had a charming range of slightly weird blokes, and I was one of the less weird ones, which I think helped. So it's all about putting yourself up against less eligible suitors. So that was good. Yeah. So same story. In the end, we turned out, because I changed after my first year. I signed up to do archaeology, mostly in the absence of knowing.
Okay.
What do I want to do here? I think I want to get some mill-ops, don't I? They'll come in handy. Ooh, yeah. So let's do that. Right. Yes, apologies. While I was thinking out loud.
Makes sense.
So yeah, we ended up doing the same thing. I signed up for archaeology in year one because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. My parents didn't go to university, so all of our generation, Mum had three
Nor did mine.
boys. They insisted that we should go to university, even if
Okay.
we didn't know what we wanted to do. It's like, well, it's an opportunity. So I did history, geography, and media studies for A level, and I was like, archaeology sounds like history plus geography in a vacuum. Not really thinking out loud about what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to do that? I think I might want to do that. I think that's exciting anyway. And if I was going to do that, what on earth would I recoup?
You feeling a bit salty?
I am thinking about it. I'm digging through the discard pile. It just seems like a fun thing to do. And my alternatives are a bit dull. I mean, it's fundamentally disappointing that ABM is not in the discard pile, because sort ABM, DEFCON 5, doing crazy shenanigans like realigning France is always super fun. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort VOA. I'm going to hand you a VP. But having Voice of America
I take back everything
feels
I said
good.
about Summit. I would
Yeah,
recommend pulling Summit, right? I
that's
take back
right.
everything I said about it about
It's a
10 minutes
great
ago.
card.
It's
You got to have it.
um, 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 I'm trying to think of like any any tangible benefit to having it in your hand, but
But no, right,
okay, so that's something to be wary of, right?
for sure. So
Um,
I got VOA back
Thailand
out the
now.
deck, which is in my hand, and then we've got known
Mm-hmm.
cards. So I know you have
At least I know where
Suez,
it is. Mm.
and you've also got OAS and Sadat, and you also have ABM. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've also got Allende and Portuguese Empire, I think. So that's a lot of cards that you have, or at least I've not been tracking very well. Suez, Sudan,
No
OAS,
comment.
ABM, Allende, Portuguese Empire. Cool. And then reshuffle. I have got many
Hmm.
cards. Oh god, I keep pulling the wrong cards out of this tracker. There's no point in me tracking cards if I'm not going to get the right ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool, cool, cool. And then what do I want to do? I think I want to.
I'm spoiled for choice again.
You are.
Poor me.
There's my headline.
Hmm.
So yeah, we ended up. So I switched from archaeology to social anthropology at the end of my first year. Didn't know the degree existed, but my director of studies in my first year was like, "Oh,
Ah.
I bet you'd love social anthropology. Ah, that was a good move by you, but you're unlucky for you. I was also redealt defectors.
Hmm.
So now we've got peace for the time being, but for how long?
Yeah, I should have been aware of it though, to be fair. So got a lower DEFCON, right? Because I don't want to lose France. Hmm.
It begins another DEFCON race. Love it. So yeah, we did
So
social
let's just do
anthropology,
that because
which
at
was a
least
fun
this then
degree.
causes something that you have to respond to.
Ooh, Hunter
Ah,
again.
come on.
You are huntering everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, a
Been
1. That's
blessed with the
harsh.
cards.
Yeah, but not with the results.
At least you've got to repair it though. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and I'm gonna make you do it again if you want to do it.
well, I am going to do it, but just in a different way.
I like it.
Prepare to be communistically Christianized,
Wow.
if that's even a
Liberation
word, or
theology
two words. I
cannot
don't know.
stay out of your hand, can it?
Twice
Right.
as well. Hunter twice.
Yeah.
No,
I'm going to take a
I've also got
fair...
ABM.
You do, yeah.
So I think the weight of the cards has definitely been in my favor. So
Yep.
if I lose this game, it's definitely due to poor play. Ooh,
Never say never. We've not made it to late war yet.
that makes sense. We certainly have not. Okay. Right.
Ooh.
Do I risk?
So, yeah, boring story for us. Met at university. She couldn't get rid of me. And now we've been married 18 years. Because we got hitched the year after we graduated. So, our marriage is old enough to
Okay.
drink.
And was that bachelor's, or did you do that to masters,
So Scotland,
or what?
you can tell I'm a boring university wonk because I can like dazzle you with this
Ah, that's right. You
particularly
studied in
useless
Scotland.
knowledge. Yeah, so we did Edinburgh, and in Scotland it's a 4-year undergraduate degree. So weirdly, instead of thank you, a VP for me. You're too kind.
Okay.
Right. So what am I going to do now? Let me have a coup. Oh, there you go. That was about as
Listeners,
lousy
I'm feeling generous.
as yours, yeah. Um, yeah, instead of a 3-year undergraduate, you do a 4-year undergraduate. You
Nice.
graduate with a Master of Arts with honours. So it's an honours level
Right.
bachelor-like degree, but it's called a Master of
Hmm.
Arts because you've done an extra year over the UK system. So
Ah!
the English system, sorry. Wow. Hey, that's all right.
Yeah.
But you can NORAD. But funnily enough, what do I like? What do I like? No, I
Mm.
think I do like. Yeah, I do like flipping Angola. So and then I'm gonna
Mm.
do this because it feels really, really upsetting to you. So yeah, it's a 4-year undergraduate MA honours, and then after we got hitched, she did her MSc, which is the equivalent of a postgrad degree. Because that's weird. In England, it's an MA masters, but because you got your MA honours in Scotland, the masters is called a
Yes,
Master of
that's right.
Science. But she got her Master of Science in social history, and I got my Master of Science in
Hmm.
cultural studies, neither of which are sciences. So it makes the degree title really silly.
Okay.
Right. Next up. What on earth am I gonna do? I think we are 5, aren't we? Oh boy, a lot of this is not
I
good.
really could have done with any other roll than a one on that Angola coup, but I can't complain because I've been quite lucky where the
Yeah,
dice
you
have been
shouldn't
concerned.
complain.
But
You're right. I have to give
yeah,
you this, and I
no.
suppose I actually have to be glad it's not worse. Like it's bad, but it could have been even worse.
Ooh. You know that wound that you've got there? I've got some salt to rub into it, I'm afraid.
Nice. Hey, that's all right.
Ah.
I couldn't deal with it all. All right. Well, we're getting painfully
No.
close to the thick end. I thought so. The thing is, what am I going to do next? Unscored regions. I should think about those. That one's all right. That one's obviously very
I thought you were
bad.
going to VOA me in Africa afterwards.
So that's the thing. I do have VOA, but I was like, oh man, I can't use it
Hmm.
to make Central America particularly bad. And like, there's always a risk you could do something like Jam Panama, and then I'd have a hard time responding to that. So I kind of dealt with the devil I knew
Hmm.
rather than assumed you had Africa scoring, but that's very neat. What am I going to do? I think. Oh boy, I'm in so much trouble. That's what I know that much. No, I'm going to finish doing that now. 7. So the other problem I have is that I have the Cambridge 5, and I of course couldn't use that until
Hmm.
I ditched Central America scoring. So I was like, oh man, that's
Sure.
rough. None of that's good. Let us pop another one in Brazil. Do a bit of chiggery pokery there. But yes, I mean, not a lot will save me here. I know that for sure. So I have missed a bunch of cards because you don't have all 5 of those cards. But I've definitely not seen OAS or Sadat because you're in Egypt and you didn't get Brezhnev. So you must have Sadat and OAS. I know that much.
I'm
Oh
cooked in the
yeah.
Middle East anyway, so I'm gonna
Hooray!
give you that, and it gets rid of a pesky. I mean, there is some hope for me in the Middle East going into late war. I mean, there's the hostage card, right, that sort of
Yeah,
flips
Iranian
Iran
hostage
for me, and then if
crisis for sure.
one successful coup on Libya or Egypt, and then I've leveled it up anyway. So there's limited hope for me where that's concerned.
Yeah, you're doing all right. Right,
So it is normally a region I would argue that generally favors the Soviets.
that it is. Where is? So I'm just going back to the card checks because I'm confused. Yeah, so I ended got pitched in the emit, but I still don't. And then you use Portuguese Empire the next day up, right? So those are the two. So you have got OS and
That sounds
Suez.
right, yeah.
There we go. Got there in the end. All right, 8R7. I am going to event Voice of America, and I am going to.
Expected.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit both those regions and see if I can make some magic. But I've got to fade
Brazil
War
and
Games
Saudi,
amongst
I'm
other
guessing.
things.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is tough and
Okay.
not good for me. I'm going to headline this card. I think. Yeah, I suppose that's probably right. I think at this point, a lot of what I'm doing
I
is
think the days
academic,
are
but
numbered, my
we're
friend.
gonna get there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing like I have a chance to win, but I think I know the truth. Oh boy. If you've got war games, then that's done and dusted.
I'm very sorry. I don't want to prolong your suffering anymore. I do have what I consider a bit of a cheat win, but I do indeed have war games.
Nice. It's a good card,
Well
and
played.
you earned it. Well done. Good game. That's very nicely done by you. I think you had me on the
Good
back foot
game.
early on. Pitching CIA early
Post-game thoughts?
must have relieved you as well. So good job. Good job. All right. What are your plans for the
Yes.
rest of the holiday season? So
It's a lesson I've learned the hard way.
yeah, too right. Are you a stay up late for New Year, see the New Year in type person, or are you not fussed about December 31st as an auspicious date?
Well, as it happens, I'm actually going to be the karaoke host in my local pub. So I got a text off the. I'm very good friends with the landlady because
Excellent.
she's a very good friend of the family, and she asked me if I would use my hosting skills if I have any to
Incredible.
to host the local
Incredible.
karaoke. So I'm
No,
going
that
there.
sounds
I'm going there
amazing.
on New Year's Eve around 8 o'clock, setting all the gear and machinery up, and yeah, see how that goes. But yeah, I'll probably just be in that pub.
Oh, nice. That sounds all right. Cool. We should
Um,
talk about karaoke another time because
yes, I'm not.
I'm a
I mean,
drunken
I do like
karaoke
New
fan.
Year's Eve. It's a good excuse to have a bit of a boogie and a party.
Nice.
Obviously, with not. Okay, no, I do like a good sing.
Good. Excellent. I
My
think
problem is there are only like certain singers that I can impersonate well. I don't really have my own voice.
I was about to say, if you like your impersonations, you're probably quite good at mimicking singers, which is good for a karaoke host because you wanna loosen everyone up. So that's nice. We can talk about that another time for
Yeah,
sure. Good reason
I'm
for
not
us to
going to
do
make your
another
ears
one at some
bleed.
point.
Yeah, I can definitely. Well, on that topic, like I say, I'm here and not busy until the 4th of January, bar New Year's Eve. If you want to fit another one in, that's absolutely fine.
We can swap messages and see
If
what works.
not, I've still got a couple of days off while I'm back in Austria. So if it works
Sweet.
for you, definitely. I must admit, man, I've really enjoyed it, and
Me too.
it's
Been
been
a
really nice
blast.
to properly get back into this. And yeah,
Definitely.
have
So
a
what
good
is
few games
your
against a
what are
decent
your
opponent. It's nice to see the Soviets winning as well.
That's true. After yesterday, when it was two USs, it's nice to the USSR to get one. So, as the karaoke host, what songs do you sing at the start to try and ease other people into coming up? Because, like, being a host, like, part of the shtick is right. You're not there just to sing;
Um,
you're there to get people up.
Well, my go-to song, one that I can do quite well, is "Piano Man" by Billy Joel.
Oh,
It's not really a
excellent.
sort of boogie song, but I think it gives the punters that impression that, like, if I've got the guts to come up here and do it, then you can too,
You can do what you want. Yeah,
and
for sure.
and then I can, yeah, for my sins, I can impersonate Morrissey quite well and David Bowie, so I
Oh,
give that a go.
amazing.
Then there are other singers who, I would go out tonight, the sort but I just try to make a bit of a tit of myself because I
Exactly.
don't know what your philosophy towards this is, but I don't really care what people think. If some comments are made about me or if I don't sing particularly well, then you I mean, you don't get professional singers who go to karaoke. That's why it's
No,
karaoke. It's just for anyone to have
exactly.
a go, right? And
Yeah,
I just think it's more about having fun and letting your hair down a bit.
for sure.
Yeah, so I like to make a bit of a tit of myself at the start, which then hopefully, like I said, gives other people the confidence to come up and have a go.
You bet.
But yeah, but no, I'd say definitely Piano Man. Then maybe something by the Smiths. Maybe a more like maybe Let's Dance or something by David
Oh,
Bowie.
nice. Excellent. Yeah.
And then I'm already really running out of artists I can
That's fine.
impersonate
But
well. So
like you said, as the compere, you should be
I can have a
getting other
crack at
people
certain
in.
Oasis songs, but
Oh,
it's
nice.
very yeah, yeah. I can have a crack at certain Oasis songs, but it's quite difficult to mimic that sort of rough, I smoke 200 cigs a day mank,
I was gonna say, yeah, you've got the
sort of
Mank
brung that
background, but
the
not
Gallagher
the
brothers
gravelly
have.
voice. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. um, but yeah, is it something you like to do or?
So funnily enough, we'd never done it before until our wedding, and at like the last minute, maybe 3 or 4 days before, Mrs. C's mum said, "There's not like a lot of entertainment at the reception. Why don't we get something in like karaoke?" She'd never done karaoke either, and we got married near Cambridge, and in St Neots, I think there was a guy renting karaoke gear. So for 50 quid, we went and picked this up, and it turned out to be a brilliant idea because obviously we got a PA
Mhm,
with it, so we could then play music as well. We hadn't even thought of this because it was very like we were in our early 20s and we were getting married because it was a good time to do it. We weren't really thinking about having a massive do, but in the end, it turned out to be brilliant.
mhm.
And one of my wife's brother's friends effectively acted as compere for the evening, so he got everyone loosened up. So the first time we ever did karaoke was literally our wedding day, and so Mrs. C's surname is Jackson, and I did Ms. Jackson by Outcast, which was pretty bizarre. And I didn't know all the lyrics. So I'm really glad they were on screen because I was like, as long as I can do rhythm and rhyme, I think I can just about bang this out. So and then since then, when we lived in Edinburgh, again, I've only really done karaoke around
That
friends.
happens more often than you think.
Yeah. Oh, people come up not knowing the words.
Mhm. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we've done it in Edinburgh as well with friends. Drunken karaoke in a box. I started like doing songs, and then each time I went, I'd do the same ones. I'm like, this is getting boring. So then I started doing themes. So I did one evening which was entirely Taylor Swift songs in a West Country accent because I was born in near Cheddar. And I noticed that Taylor Swift has lots of nevers and evers and lovers. And if you can do like it sound like the Wurzels basically singing Taylor Swift, it's pretty funny. Like it's bizarre, but it's quite entertaining, and it's very upsetting to people who actually like Taylor Swift tracks. So that worked out quite well. But yeah, mostly I come up with themes. So I did one which was all about songs about
My
rain.
sister would be my sister would be Mhm.
So is your sister a Swift fan?
Okay, yeah. So, like Travis,
Yes, I did. Why did
I was
always
gonna
rain
say
on me?
she's a very dedicated and fanatical Swiftie, so she
Okay,
she
yeah,
would be
wouldn't be
deeply offended by
obliged.
that. I
I
wouldn't say
at
she'd be
at the
offended, but she
time I didn't
might
know
not
that
approve.
many
Yeah,
Taylor Swift
not a big
songs.
fan of both, but
I
mm.
didn't know many, but then in preparation for that evening, I listened to a few. So now I actually have a few of her albums. So, but I didn't shell out stupid amounts of money to watch her live. So I wouldn't say that I'm a proper fan.
My sister, as far as I know, has spent, I think, somewhere in the region of a five-figure sum in total, like following around Europe and America. It's
Man,
like
that's a
sort
labour
of
of love.
yeah, like idolizing level, and
Yep.
yeah,
All
it's
right.
a
I'm
very expensive hobby.
glad there are
Um,
people out there for those people. But I'm certainly not like that.
no, sure, yeah.
I'm trying to think. I've
Everyone needs a
probably
hobby
seen.
as long as she can
I've
afford it. That's
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I've seen a number of bands that I've seen 2 or 3 nights in a row, but I've never like traveled like the length and breadth of Europe to watch a band play. So like I'm somewhere between Like interested in a band and Psycho fan level, I'm somewhere in the middle of that needle.
Yeah. I'm very, very inexperienced where sort of concerts and venues are concerned. I mean, I've seen Coldplay live. I've seen what else have I seen live? David Guetta, but I was
Oh,
like I was
nice.
taken to. I mean, I'm not a David Guetta fan. I just happened. I did. It was a really good evening.
Yeah, but not one you were
But like a
expecting.
friend of
But
mine just
sometimes
happened
they're
to have
good
a ticket.
ones.
Yeah, so like the only one I've actually paid to go and see him, like the only journey I've planned myself would be Coldplay when they came to Germany a couple of years
Okay.
ago. A friend of mine went
Excellent.
to see them in Munich,
Good.
and that was amazing.
Didn't get caught on camera having an
But no, it's
affair.
certainly something. No, not that I no.
Excellent.
That was after I
Saved for
stopped drinking. But
America.
yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
No,
Good.
no. But no, they were. I mean, I've always been a big Coldplay fan, especially their older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they literally they said like they had no plan to like they had no plan of like how the evening was supposed to go on. They just started with their first songs that came out in the
Nice.
early
Just winged
2000s and
it.
worked their way
Sweet.
through to the present day. So there
Oh,
was all
that's
this sort of
nice.
tearjerker stuff like Yellow, and then they went all the way through to I mean all through to like the more sort of disco-y stuff that they have now.
Awesome.
But no, it
Cool,
went on
cool.
for a good, I think 3 or 4 hours.
Nice. Springsteen
Really, really great
levels
vibe.
of
Yeah.
duration.
Anyway, matey,
Always good.
have you stopped recording or?
No, I haven't. I've made these poor beggars listen to us talk, but you know, it's badged as a chat friendly, so we've
All
seen
right.
the friendly. We can have the chat too, can't we? But we should ring off now,
Of
and we can
course.
do another one at some point. So
They know what they're
say
signing up for.
exactly.
Yeah,
Say goodbye to the crowd,
definitely. hmm
and I'll say the same. Thanks
Thank
for
you very much for
watching.
watching.
Yeah,
Leave your
go team.
comments. Mhm.
And yes, comments for both
I
sides.
think
100%.
yeah, I think both of us maybe made a couple of mistakes in that. I don't know if we were distracted by the conversation. I think for me, I just had the die on my side. That's all there was, and the cards too. I mean,
I
I
definitely
got
think
Hunter twice, I think.
yeah, your cards were good, but you played well. And
Mm.
if I made mistakes, it's because I'm not a good player, not because the chat distracted me.
No, but I mean, there are certain games, like to be fair to you, there are certain games where your opponent just gets that luck edge, and there isn't really a lot you can do.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
you
sure.
fought back well with what was at your disposal, I think. But I just had an Optum power
Yeah,
card advantage,
100%.
and I think
Yeah.
apart from towards the end. But you know, I mean,
Yeah,
I got a 6 on the the Thailand brush war. I think was
that
big,
was
but the fact
nice.
I
Yeah,
had
because
brush
that
war in
got
the
Asia
first place and
Dom.
you didn't,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's all part of the game. Yeah,
Exactly. I think my way back in to
yeah.
win that is to fade war
But you did
games
well
and to
to
control Europe, and then that's it. That's the only way I'm winning there.
yeah control Europe. Try and get like a cheeky presence-less domination in the Middle East, which I don't know. Did you have Middle East in your hand or
Alas, no, I
the
did
scoring
not.
card? No. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it
Okay,
was
so
always going to be
and
a
again,
hard
I was
one.
very fortunate to have a DEFCON controlling card and war games. It was very much an uphill battle for you,
Yeah.
I think, from
So
mid-war onwards.
good fun though. That's what we
But
like.
you put up a very valiant fight, and that's the main thing. So yeah, thank you very much for your time.
That's all good. And thanks to the crowd.
And let's do this again soon, maybe in
Look
the next few
forward to it.
days.
Yeah, brilliant. I'll send
Yeah.
you a message. Thanks
If you
everyone
have
for
time.
stopping by, and
Mhm.
we will see you again
Brilliant.
soon, hopefully.
All
All right,
right, no
have a
worries.
good one. Bye for now.